100 naira eko. Estamban seko.
Alright, welcome back to the program, Lagos This Morning. We are sorry for the break in
transmission. We are very,
very talking about Peter Obi's response to El Rufai that he would
develop the entertainment industry. You know, El Rufai called him a Nollywood actor.
Yes.
So he has come out to say that he's going to develop like the entertainment industry if elected as president, since El Rufai has referred him
as
to one. Exactly.
I think El Rufai tried to take a swipe at Peter Obi, but Peter Obi actually made this, would I say swipe or attack? He actually made it, he turned it into something good
polite, exactly,
by saying that he would work more on the entertainment industry. Since the entertainment industry is the only industry that is giving most of the joy to Nigerians. So if you work more on this thing, it will generate more income for Nigeria according to GDP. Because last year it contributed 0.21% to Nigeria's GDP. So if they work more on this industry, focus more on it, make sure everything is okay, because in Africa right now, Nigeria is still number one. And behind Nigeria is just South Africa. And South Africa is actually doing well as well.
They are doing well.
So if our government really put in more efforts to actually, you know, uplift the entertainment industry, I believe that it would be up there with the United States of America and also Bollywood as well.
All right, let's go to the next one. Police dislodge Yoruba Nation group in Alausa, Lagos State. The Lagos State Police Command on Sunday dislodged the camp of Yoruba Nation agitators in Alausa area of Lagos State. So Benjamin Udain made it known on his Twitter page. Sorry, please. He wrote, earlier today, a number of Yoruba Nation agitators commenced setting up camp at Alausa, planned to be used as a base to launch a massive protest. Camp was promptly dislodged while agitators were arrested. Investigation continues. I'm sorry, please. Investigation continues at SCID. Lawlessness will not be tolerated. How did they know they are Yoruba agitators?
Yes, they came there with their banners, with buses, you know, with food items and the likes. But SP Undein using the word lawlessness. When has it become lawless?
To protest. To protest.
Because it is in the constitution that you have the right for self-determination. And you can also protest. This is democracy. It is not a military regime. You can say that there might be possible threat to the society due to what happened last time in Ojota with the Yoruba agitators, Yoruba Nation agitators and the Nigeria Police Force. You can use that as a kind of excuse to make sure they don't converge there. But you now saying that lawlessness, I think that one is just out of context. Because you are making it seem like the Yoruba agitators are something like actually like bandits or terrorists.
And they are not terrorists, they are not bandits.
Of course,
they are just like,
right.
You know, yes.
You can come out to say that what has happened throughout the Yoruba Nation agitations and during the protest, somehow, in some way or the other, it has sometimes resulted to violence. So maybe they should, you don't need to condemn these people. They can actually change their strategy, not the people actually coming out for the what's it called, for the protest. And it's not even really like a big protest like that. Maybe just like a peaceful walk or a rally.
Of course, it has always been a peaceful walk, but Nigerian police, I don't know.
Because the way you actually wrote the report, it made it look like something
like they are disturbing the peace of the society.
And even use the word dislodge. It's not as if they were in one kind of place, a kind of setting, you know, exchanging weapons that they want to go and attack a particular place. Because if you're talking about dislodge, you can use that one for Boko Haram, you can use it for the bandits, but not peaceful Yoruba.
And they will not see bandits to dislodge.
Protesters.
They can't see bandits to dislodge. They can only see the ones they can see. All right, let's go to the next one. Reps vows to hold emergency session amidst Naira crisis. The Speaker of the House of Rep, Femi Gbajabiamila, has said the Green Chamber would have no option but to reconvene before the presidential and National Assembly elections on February 25 if the Central Bank of Nigeria failed to address the hardship Nigerians face due to its currency swap policy. Gbajabiamila noted that the House would continue to closely monitor the CBN's implementation of the policy. Following the Green Chamber's meeting with the governor of the CBN, Godwin Emefiele, on the issue. A statement issued on Sunday by the Special Advisor to the Speaker on Media and Publicity, Lanre Lasisi, quoted Gbajabiamila to have made this known at a town hall meeting with some ethnic group in Surulere, Lagos State.
At a town hall meeting, different from
Balabu.
Okay. Well, the rep saying that they would actually, they would hold an emergency meeting if the Naira scarcity persists. Yeah, I think it's a good one from the reps. And considering the fact that out there now, it is something else. Because why would you want to withdraw 4,000 Naira and they would ask you to pay 1,000 or 1,500? You are paying more than 25% of the money you want to collect.
I said I was actually very angry. I was just boiling.
And even if we say that the government are not really doing well to support the masses, then
why are we doing ourselves? Exactly. Why are we doing ourselves now? This is very, very unfair.
We are doing ourselves.
How can you someone want to withdraw 2,000 Naira, then the person is going to pay 900 Naira. Now give the person 1,100. Why? Why are they like that?
Well, I think Nigerians just like to make use of every opportunity to extort people.
That's too
bad. Because we are talking about, okay, our leaders are not this, they are not that. They say leadership is followership. If the leaders, if they are not so good as we say they are not, how about the followers? Now we have the chance to make things right for ourselves, but only we have made it more difficult, then we put blames on the leaders. Just look at all these POS guys now. They are the rave of the moment now, giving extra charge just to give out money. Because they know that people need this cash and you can't get them easily at the ATM, what's it called?
Machine.
At the ATM machine, at the ATM point. But they actually have this money, and then the banks too as well. There are a series of videos online whereby, banks actually open their vault or something, and you see the new Naira note being stashed there. They have this note, but they don't bring it out. So both the banks and the POS guys, I think they need to be questioned. They really need to be questioned, because you can't have these things in your vault or your safe or something. Then your customers want money. Then you are telling them that there's no money. And even talking about the cashless policy, now that there's not enough new notes out there, this is the best time that transfers should be going seamlessly. But now it's now worse with the transfers.
It's not going.
It's now looking as if it's a kind of ploy by some set of people to frustrate Nigerians and make them patronize POS.
No, we are really frustrated.
Because if the transfers are going very well, people would not be patronizing the POS guys much like that. And
why
even
should
looking
I?
at it from the CBN perspective again, they redesigned the 100 Naira. Sorry, they
the
redesigned
200 Naira, the 500 and the 1,000 Naira.
Now, where is our 100 Naira note?
Exactly. Why is this? Exactly. Why is that one scarce as well? We should be having more of 100
Naira notes out there now. If there is more of 100 Naira notes, since they didn't redesign the 100 Naira note, then we should be having more of 100 Naira notes. Where's our 50 Naira note?
We don't know.
It's nowhere to be found. So if all this, even if you load the ATM with less of the new notes, then more of all this 100 Naira
should
notes,
be out there.
then people will be able to spend. So the fault is not only on the CBN, it's on the banks as well, and on the POS guys out there.
The POS guy, people should fear God. It's too much.
How can you want to withdraw 200 Naira and say you pay
2,000 Naira, 900 Naira
for 900?
Then you'll be happy taking that, and you think I'll be happy with you. You now give me 1,100.
Well, they said there's this adage in Yoruba that if the wall doesn't open,
the lizard will not
find its way into
exactly
the wall. So I think being the CBN have actually put this policy into place very well. Like they've considered how Nigerians would survive this kind of policy. I think the POS guys wouldn't have anything to explore or something. If they make this money available to all Nigerians, whereby you can just go to the ATM point and cash out, they won't be able to charge exorbitant prices for withdrawals. It's not just possible. They will know that they will lose more customers by doing that. So the more this money comes out, and if it doesn't come out, if the CBN actually said that they've actually given this money to banks, let us have a breakdown.
Vitals.
How much did you disburse to this bank? How much did you disburse to UBA, to Zenith Bank, to social banks? And let the masses go to the banks and ask them. The CBN said they've given you, maybe let's imagine 500 million naira. Why are you not paying this money to us? You are keeping our money there. So,
or probably they are trying to favor some people. I don't know. The bankers, the banks, probably are trying to favor some people. Like, oh, this person has a lot of money with us in the bank, so let us answer this person first before we answer.
First come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
Well, and I also think the reps as well, we've seen that most of governors now and the reps as well, they are really into this Naira scarcity. But they were not there during ASU strike. They were not there during months of fuel scarcity. They were not there during the flood. During the flood that ravaged so many states, the flood that came from Cameroon. They were not there during so many crises. Why is it now?
Even the current one, the fuel scarcity that is happening, they are not even saying anything. They are
talking
only
about the
fixated on the scarcity of the new Naira notes.
Yeah.
And they are not speaking for the masses, so they are speaking for themselves, not the masses.
So they are hiding behind the masses to speak for themselves.
God will bless you. They are hiding behind the masses to speak for themselves. Because if this thing is not affecting them, they will never come out to say anything. Wow. The first scarcity, they are not saying anything about it at all. They are not. It's not affecting them.
That is why they're not saying anything about it.
Because this one is affecting them. Obviously, that's why they are all coming out, because they are not happy with what Nigerians are facing. No. Is this today we have been facing a lot?
Of course. None of them came out during this kidnapping in a particular state in the north. I think Kaduna or Katsina.
The death of Deborah.
About 41 people were actually killed by bandits, and there is no governor that has come out till this moment. No governor has traveled to the Federal Capital Territory to meet Buhari to discuss about these things. During the NSAS protest, how many governors came out?
None.
How many governors visited Muhammadu Buhari?
None.
None of them. So now, and they say politics is a game of interest. So that means that the Naira policy, they have a particular interest in that Naira redesign policy.
Exactly.
And the what's it called? The way the Naira note is not out there, that means it is affecting their own personal interest. If they didn't come out for other issues and they're coming out for
so many issues have really happened in Nigeria. And they didn't come out to say anything about it. But now the new Naira notes, which is money, is not affecting them suddenly.
Then that would make people think like there's something fishy about this thing.
Okay, INEC wants to disappoint Nigerians in 2023 general election. That is coming from REC. Professor Adebanjo Salami, the Ekiti State INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner, has said that the commission wants to disappoint Nigerians in the forthcoming 2023 general election. Salami said this when he spoke with newsmen in Ado-Ekiti on Saturday, shortly after monitoring the mock accreditation for the election in the state. Salami, who described the accreditation in the state as successful, added that Nigerians should expect efficiency and best election in 2023. Salami, who said that the INEC had received enough bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, for election in the state, urged the electorate to come out and vote on election day.
Well, INEC coming out to say that election would be, free and fair and credible and the likes. But I think people would talk about the issue during the Osun State election. The issue of overvoting. What is INEC doing to fight this issue of overvoting? What have they put in place to make sure there won't be overvoting? What is in place to curb vote buying? Nothing. And I think there's a particular major issue that people are not really looking at now, is the underage voting.
Yeah, underage voting, that's true.
The underage voting, because there's a particular statistics like that during the 1993 election, and some elections after the 1993 election, like the 1999, 2003 election, the Southwest was always on top of the voting chart, ahead of the Northwest and the Northeast. As at then, the Southwest was leading the Northwest and the Northeast with over about 1 million votes. But 30 years later, 30 years down the lane, the Northwest now is leading the Southwest with a whopping over 12 million voters. 12 million votes. How did that came to pass? So there are some people talking, there are some people saying that it is due to underage voting. I don't know how true it is, but there are people talking about it like there is underage voting. You will notice during the commencement of the PVC stuff that they said people should register online and the likes. When people went online, look at states like Borno State, Katsina State,
saw
and
a
the
lot of
underage voters.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that would be a major issue for this forthcoming election. If there is underage voting, then I don't think the beavers, can really do much. Because the beavers is just a machine that is being programmed to do some certain things. It can't work beyond what you program it to do. And if these INEC officials actually allow underage voting, then you've actually said that these people are qualified to vote. So if they vote, there's nothing the beavers machine can do. Because you've allowed them to vote.
That's true.
So even if we are talking about vote buying is a very big issue. But underage voting is a bigger issue.
That people don't even like.
That people are not even talking about
That's
now.
True.
Underage voting is a bigger issue. And then we have actually seen this thing majority in the north. Because there are pictures out there, just Google search underage voting in the north, you will just see all these little kids. I saw a particular video whereby even children of, I think, age of 10, 11, 12,
yeah,
I don't think they even understand what they were doing. They were just picking all the papers, just do what they would do, and they were just dropping it there inside the box. It was not even looking like a particular polling unit or something. It was as if they brought the box to a particular house, as I saw it in the video. So I think underage voting is a very big thing to look into. How do the INEC, how do they tend to, fight the challenge of underage voting, vote buying as well? Then also their INEC staffs, the ad hoc staffs. Because there's no way they'll be overvoting without the consent of the presiding officers. So what measures are you putting in place to make sure these presiding officers don't do the bidding of some political, some political thugs? I would always say something, if you provide adequate security for these presiding officers,
they will do the right
like
thing.
Military
Military
security,
personnel,
not
that's true.
the police.
Not the police.
Because people don't really put their trust in the police.
I don't trust the police.
So now, if you provide adequate security for them, they would feel safe. And if they feel safe, they wouldn't want to do what they don't want to do. So that's just what I think. I think beyond just coming out to say that, okay, there will be free and fair election, we need to answer some certain questions, and we need good quality answers. Answers that you can actually envision. Not anybody can come out to tell you that, okay, there will be free and fair election and the likes. No. But let's look at the issues on the ground. How have we been able to solve some issues? What measures are we putting in place to solve
the issues?
The forthcoming issues. There will be issues that day. There will surely be.
Oh my God, Nigerians. Okay, do politicians truly care about Nigerians? Rufai Oseni queries. Rufai Oseni has asked if politicians truly care about the populace. The media personality asked the question following last Friday's visit to President Buhari by some state governors over the crisis concerning the new redesigned Naira notes. In a tweet posted on his handle, Rufai wrote, ASU was on strike for 8 months. Governor did not visit Buhari to end it. 5 months of fuel scarcity. Governor did not visit President Buhari. Naira redesign that will stop vote buying. Governors go to visit Buhari to stop it. The question is, do politicians truly care about you? They don't care. They don't care. They don't care.
No, we can't say that they don't care.
They don't care.
This is why I would
Okay, how do they care?
See, we can't say that they don't care.
Okay.
But, it's just like the kind of situation we found ourselves now in Nigeria. I perceive that it's something like selective justice. So they actually select the problems of Nigerians. Any ones that affect them, the fact that it's a problem for everyone, but if it doesn't affect them personally, they wouldn't talk about it.
And they are only after their own personal interest.
Wait, this Naira policy now is affecting Nigerians.
Of course.
And it's affecting them too.
Of course.
And now they come out. So they select the issues they would care about. They don't care about all the issues if it is not affecting them or their family or probably their state or something. Even in their state, they don't really show too much concern like that. So they were not around during the ASU strike, 8-month ASU strike. No governor visited Buhari. During the flood that rendered so many millions of people homeless, they didn't visit them. I think this is just the best time for Nigerians to
wake up and
wake
think.
up, because Nigerians actually tend to have short memory. when it comes to election period, you've forgotten what happened in the past. Majority of the people have forgotten. Even the recent flooding that just happened, I think around October, November or something. I think November that the flood happened. Many people have forgotten now, but politicians would always be politicians. And I would always say something. If you look at the dictionary meaning of a politician, you don't expect a politician to care. Because politics is just a game. They would go to where their interest, it is where their interest lies. That is where they would attend to.
But are we not the one like that is voting for them?
Yes, they are politicians.
They should have our own interest too at heart.
Do you know why they won't have your interest at heart? Because they are professional politicians. And politicians play games for a living. They are earning money out of these things. It's just like, what's it called? Business owner and customer relationship. If they are not making money, it's not a charity center. That's why I would always say something. I don't know, some people might even question it or something. You might not agree with it. But I would always say something. A pure breed politician can never move Nigeria forward. A pure breed, a thoroughly bred politician. Why? This is why. Because let's say a politician supports, we have 6 geopolitical zones. And let's say out of the 6 geopolitical zones, 2 zones supported you to become the president. Or let's say 3 supported you. The other 3, they didn't support you. It is only normal for politicians to want to pay back those zones that supported him and leave the other 3 zones that didn't support him. That is politician for you, according to dictionary meaning of a thoroughbred politician. They play games with interest. If you want to win, okay, let's calculate it. Okay, this person has the chances of winning. I have this amount of votes. Even if the person is enemy, is his enemy, he would actually support that person at that time. That's why they used to say that in politics there is no friend and there is no enemy. Your friend can become an enemy today, then your enemy can become a friend tomorrow. So I'd always say something. Nigerians don't need to trust politicians. We don't have to trust them. All of them, they are dealers of hope. They are selling their hope to the masses. The masses have something they are looking forward to. Okay, will this person be able to solve security issues, to make sure our out of school children are actually in school, to make sure there's employment, there is no fuel scarcity, there's infrastructure and the likes, and the economy moves forward and the Naira gains strength against the dollar. So many people are looking up to these ideas. So it is left for the candidate to come in and fix their vision with the electorate ideas. So Nigerians don't need to, even anybody who emerges as the next president, I don't see the person solving all the problems of Nigeria. Buhari came out to say it, that no president, and I also believe it. The person will just do his or her best. Then you leave the place.
But do you actually believe Buhari did something in Nigeria?
He said he did his best. When we talk about infrastructure.
What best?
So when we talk about infrastructure, he tried.
Okay.
Yes. When we talk about infrastructure, we can say he has done well to some extent. But on the economy, he didn't really do well. So we can't just say that because he didn't do well in some aspect, we should delete all his record. It's not just possible. It would be harsh to do that.
Why didn't do well? Okay, on the next one, Nigerian singer Tems win first female Grammy. Nigerian singer Temilade Okpeni, popularly known as Tems, has won her first Grammy award in the 2023 Best Melodic Rap Performance category. Her contribution to the hit Wait For You by The Future featuring Drake earned her the award. Meanwhile, award-winning singer Damini Ogbulu, known better as Burna Boy, lost 2 nominations. He lost the Best Global Music Album and the Best Global Music Performance categories.
Well, congratulations to Tems on her first Grammy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to her.
Thank you for making Nigerians proud. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Nigerians, as usual, have come, like, they are always doing this comparison. Like, they said that Tiwa Savage has been in the game for a very long time and she has never won a Grammy. Is that true?
Of course, she has never won a Grammy award.
Wow. Yemi
Alade has never won a Grammy award.
Wow.
Well, I don't think it's about winning Grammy award.
I think it was actually because of the collaboration between her and Drake.
Yes.
That was what?
Yeah. Got her the Grammy award.
It's
just a collaboration. But it's not really, we can't rubbish
we can't rubbish
Tiwa Savage and other female artists just because of a Grammy award.
Exactly.
We can't do that. It would be so very harsh of them.
I love them. She always give them their flowers. Like,
Yeah, she respect them.
She respect them a lot.
She
unlike
respect
some
them.
female artists. Yes.
And also Burna Boy winning.
He did not win. No.
Yeah, he didn't win. Last, the breakfast got to him. Yeah. See, according to the song now.
Twitter people are very, they are
sarcastic.
Good people are not good.
He said he would need to go and shower you because now he has taken breakfast.
Last, now everybody go chop breakfast. Now put an emoji of a picture of Burna Boy, like as if he wanted to cry.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's not. Burna Boy should just bounce back. He should continue.
Has he really won any Grammy?
Of course.
The
only artist in Nigeria that has the Grammy. Come on, are you kidding me? Burna Boy is the Odogu of Nigerian music industry. He's the giant of Nigerian music industry. Of Africa as well. Yeah. One of the giants of Africa. But I actually think, from my own personal opinion, not those organizers of Grammy, from my own personal opinion, that song that won the category of, there's a particular category that Burna Boy was, with Last, his song, that particular song that won it, I was just like, is this a spiritual song, or, because I was not really keen into the vibe of that song.
Burna Boy has done his best. Because even if he didn't win the Grammy, this movie, Wakanda Forever, his song was played in the movie. So
he has already gone far.
He has really gone far. So,
and people are now tipping Ashake for the next Grammy.
Ashake will carry on the Grammy.
And this is why. And some people are saying that, okay, Ashake is just a local champion. That those people there, they want to be dancing to Joa or Terminator and the likes.
They are dancing.
But there's a particular reason I said that Ashake might win a Grammy award. It is with his recent new song, Yoga.
That yoga,
looking at yoga has a deep meaning.
Very deep.
It has a very deep meaning because it's talking about you being determined, you being focused, and someone shouldn't come into your own way to truncate your effort, your self-determination and the likes. And even resonating with the video, I think TJ Mori killed the video. And the idea and the concept was just out of this world. And I love the sound.
TJ Mori is a wizard.
He's a wizard of video directing.
He's a wizard.
And I love the sound. If you look at the sound, if you listen to the sound of that song,
you can actually meditate. The
instrumental is just something else. It has this kind of spiritual aura or something.
That's why it's actually called yoga, because yoga, you tend to meditate.
Yeah,
so
you be at peace.
Exactly. That song will be very, very good for yoga.
Yeah, something like that.
It's very, very good.
Yeah, the sound is just there. I believe that if this particular African song, I've even forgotten the title of the song. Yoga. Not Ashake's song. The one that won, the lady that won this award against Burna Boy. If that video and that song can win, yoga would go far. Yoga would do well.
Okay.
So I think I'm tipping Ashake for the next Grammy.
Ashake, you have a fan here.
Yeah, you have a big fan here. I just love his song. That yoga in particular, I've actually listened to that song 1,000,000 times.
Okay, women shouldn't find it offensive when a man asks for DNA at birth.
Yes, so
Actress Yewande Bakare.
Many.
Actress Yewande Bakare says women should not find it offensive when a man asks for a DNA test to be carried out on a child after birth. She pointed this out following the numerous cases of paternity fraud. Okay, she wrote, "Dear men, in everything you do, please do DNA. No matter how broke you are, please save money for DNA or borrow money." Yes, please.
You're not supporting the ladies on this one.
Why would I support ladies?
Wait. Okay, let's say
ladies are very. See, I'm a lady. Ladies can be very, very.
So if you give birth now, then your husband says, "Babe, let's do DNA test."
It's not even about okay.
Won't you feel like he doesn't trust you?
Okay, calm down. This is it. Okay, we can. Okay, let me say. I was in the labor room. I was giving birth. There's another lady in the labor room giving birth. And then we gave birth at the same time. Then, they used to carry the baby to somewhere to go and birth.
Yeah.
To go and birth. What if they should not carry the baby?
No, not about that one. Not even that one.
Let's just imagine that something like that happened.
Yeah.
When DNA has not been done. You don't understand what I'm trying to say.
But if a man says, most ladies will feel like once the man says he wants a DNA test,
then
that means he doesn't trust the lady.
And once you as a lady, you trust yourself. Let him go ahead and do the DNA. Why are you scared? Why should I be scared?
So
You are my, let's say you are my husband.
So you won't feel like your trust has been...
I won't feel anything. As long as normally.
I think we should have a comment now.
Normally, you probably feel bad like.
So let's say I'm your husband, Abi.
Let's assume.
Okay, but you're not my wife, Sha.
You're not my wife. You're not my husband too.
Oh God.
But
most ladies feel like, this guy doesn't trust me. Once you start talking about DNA test, okay, let me go and do this DNA test and stuff like that. They feel like, this guy is just, he doesn't trust me.
Of course, as a lady, you will feel bad, like, I know, but I'm not sleeping with any other person. But then let him go ahead if that is what he wants. But after he has done it, I'll not call him. Babe, is it that you don't trust me or not? Something like that. But then I will let him go. I will let him go ahead. You can do the DNA. I know myself. You are the only one. You are my husband.
Wow.
I've not been. You don't understand. Why should I be scared? It's when I'm doing something.
That is when you be scared.
And then I will be scared, like, oh my God, babe, no. Now why should I be? Go ahead. Come on, take the lead.
Oh my goodness.
Why should I be? It's when you are cheating. You are a chronic cheater. Then you be like, no, babe, now let the child be probably 1 year. Why 1 year? Do the DNA now. Let's know what's up.
Wow. Well, I think it's okay for guys now. I think most guys now, that's what I'm even planning to do. Once I give birth like this, immediately we must do DNA test too. We would know the...
I would even like to advise guys
to do what?
Because some ladies, they might like want to find it offensive. If you're why you are following your wife to the hospital, like, okay, for birth, go and meet the doctor, sir. I would like you to conduct a DNA test on my baby without informing my wife.
Okay. Yeah, something like that.
It's not about...
So you won't make her feel like you don't trust her. But that kind of case, if you now discover that the baby is not yours,
you will tell her now. Who is the father? You see, there's not. Who is the father? You will tell her.
Well. I think that one is good.
Once you know that you are not doing anything, why should I be scared that my husband wants to do anything for his children?
No, you shouldn't be scared.
That's it.
But there's just one thing that ladies will feel like their trust doesn't trust.
Ladies are very, very emotional when it's gone. But then I thought this man loves me. Does he not trust me? He trusts you, but
that's why I used to tell ladies. See, your own ladies' concept of love is different from guys' concept of love. Ladies' language of love is just like, all these sweet words, gifts, attention. Attention is number one.
No one is named Naira note.
It's a lie. Even the Naira note is financial attention. So that one is financial romance. So that one too is part of it. They like all these feferities, worldly things. But for guys, what we want is just, number one is peace of mind. Number two, just be truthful.
So we don't want peace.
You guys like violence. You ladies, that's what you like.
Hey, calm down. It's not all ladies that love violence.
All ladies love violence. They like drama. There actually some ladies that actually left their relationship because it was too perfect. There was no violence. There was no problem. The lady was not feeling like, see this guy, I even tried to provoke him. He didn't even get angry. I think there's something wrong somewhere. The lady left the relationship. Most ladies would actually bring up problem where there is no problem. Once they feel like, okay, this guy is feeling too comfortable, be like, let me just rock this boat a little bit. Let us fight small. At least let us argue. But guys, we just want everything to be peaceful, should be calm, and everything should be going on smoothly. That is our own interpretation of love. And if you don't give it to us, we zoom, we go elsewhere. If you don't get it, forget about it.
I'm actually going to concur to that because guys love peaceful ladies. That's the truth.
Yeah.
If you're not peaceful, they are not ready to mingle.
Yeah, even if you're
beautiful. Except you want to be with someone with portable. Amola And if you don't want to be peaceful, go and meet portable.
Wahala.
And go and meet both of you be shouting wala together on live video.
Well, it is well.
So guys, and that is all we have for you today. What we have discussed so far, we discussed about Afenifere, that's per Ayo Adebanjo advising Tinubu to step down for Peter Obi of the Labour Party, which is not possible. Because Tinubu doesn't, I think he doesn't like Peter Obi.
It's not as if he doesn't like Peter Obi. They might actually be business associates.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I've never seen Peter Obi and Tinubu.
The fact that they've not taken pictures together, they might be business partners. See, politicians don't fight themselves.
Okay.
They only do it in front of the masses. I've seen series of videos of Festus Keyamo, Dino Melaye, all of them.
Wait, calm down. What? Are you sure Festus Keyamo is okay?
It's very much okay.
He does not be saying anything, no.
Maybe he's busy with something else. Maybe.
Are you okay?
Because politicians are just, this politics is just a game. They don't fight in physical. Okay. All of them, majority of them, they are business partners. They are doing business with themselves.
Okay.
Once it's politics, then they leave business aside.
Please dislodge Yoruba Nation camp in Alawusa, Lagos State. They are not agitating yet. They are just like camping there. And it's actually a peaceful one. So in Nigeria, you can't do a peaceful protest again.
Well, so far so good. You can't.
You can't. Okay. Peter Obi said he's going to develop the entertainment industry. While giving a reply to Erifai referred him to as a Nollywood actor. And he says since he has referred him as one, he's going to, make the entertainment industry more lucrative and more beautiful. Okay, reps vow to hold emergency session amidst Naira crisis. They are not seeing what we have gone through in the past. They are only concerned about the new Naira notes, which is affecting them. INEC won't disappoint Nigerians in the 2023 general election. We hope so, because what happened in Osun State, we don't want that to happen again in the forthcoming election. Do politicians truly care about Nigerians? Rufai Oseni queries. He said the case.
It's selective caring.
Selective caring. Me, they don't care at all. Nigerian singer Thames win a first Grammy award, which is a big one for Nigeria.
Yeah,
congratulations, Thames. Congratulations to Burna Boy, because it is not good. It is not
easy to even be nominated.
So
it's not easy.
Women shouldn't find it offensive when a man asks for DNA at birth. Why should it feel offensive if you are so sure of yourself?
Those that feel offensive, then that means they are not sure of themselves. Maybe they've actually played a kind of away match with another opponent.
Have you seen when husband will ask for DNA test, while the wife is still on the bed? She will just jump off from the bed. Like she just gave birth to, while she's still in the hospital on the bed. And the husband, babe, we need to do DNA test. If she's not,
just flare up.
Not even, she will just jump off from the bed.
Say, what are you trying to say? So you are saying that you don't trust me.
Something is
She will now probably storm out of the place. Just know that
she don't do something.
She don't do one or two things.
All right, guys. I think we have come to the end of the show for today. See you guys.
So you can do well to smash the like button, and also subscribe to Flip TV for more beautiful and latest update. And you can do well to join Christian Chuku on Bystander. Bystanders. We will see you again tomorrow for another exciting edition of Lagos This Morning. I'm Olajide Taufik Olamide. And I am Adeni Adila. Thanks for joining. Bye for now. Bye.
100 naira ko, 10 bus ko.